The following question reads, a toy retailer is opening a small satellite store with exactly 3 aisles, numbered from 1 lowest to 3 highest. 6 sections, fantasy, hobbies, music, puzzles, reading, and science, will each be confined to exactly 1 aisle, with each aisle containing at least one of the sections. The following conditions hold. Alright, so we have our 3 aisles, and we're going to be placing sections in each aisle. We have F, H, M, P, R, and S. Now, let's go to the rules. Rule number 1. Reading must be located in the same aisle as either fantasy or music. So we know if reading is not with music, then reading is going to be with fantasy. Contrapositive, if reading is not with fantasy, then reading is with music. And we always know that the 2 necessary conditions of the principal rule and its contrapositive can be a possibility, so we could have reading with both fantasy and music. Alright, rule number 2. Fantasy must be located in a lower numbered aisle than both music and puzzles. So we have fantasy in a lower numbered aisle than music and puzzles. That means M and P can't be in aisle 1 because there'd be no lower numbered aisle for F to be in. And that means that F can't be in 3 because we know M and P must be in a higher numbered aisle. But don't make the mistake of assuming just from rule number 2 that F can't be in aisle 2, because we could have F in aisle 2 while M and P are both in aisle 3. There's nothing against multiple sections being in one aisle. Alright, rule number 3. Science must be located in a lower numbered aisle than puzzles. So we have science lower than puzzles. So we know puzzles can't be in aisle 1, but we already have that here. And we know science can't be in aisle 3 because there'd be no place for puzzles to go. So let's combine rules 2 and 3. We know we have F and then M and P. And we also know that P is also after S. So that tells us that P now has 2 things that it's higher numbered than. But again, remember, we can't say that that means P can't be here, because we could have P second and then F and S first. And rule number 4, S cannot be located in a lower numbered aisle than H. So that means either S is going to be higher than H, or S and H are going to be in the same aisle. So we know that S can't be in the 3rd aisle because of rule number 3. So that means if H were going to be lower numbered than S, H would be in the 1st aisle and S would be in the 2nd aisle. So we can write that H, S, and this would force P here. Now if S and H were in the same aisle, we'd have either S, H here, which would then place P here, or S, H here, and then P could be either 2nd or 3rd. So those are our 3 options. We have our rules, our setup, and our deductions. Let's go ahead and hit the questions.